is the 2nd today, on Thursday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Is anybody else like kind of still in shock we're in the year 2020? Because I am. It does not feel like, I don't know, this year went by so incredibly fast. It just blows my mind how fast it went. But this segment is going to be just a little bit different than how like a normal, let's say, whip and chat that I've done will go. It is Thursday rather than Wednesday, obviously. And so I'm going to be starting a new segment on my channel on Thursdays, and it is going to be called Thoughts with Shine. So it'll be random stuff, random topics, something that's maybe going on in the world, like fun, mainly fun stuff, but some serious stuff, and I will make sure in the title, my brain's not working, sorry. I'll make sure in the title that I give a warning if it's going to be about like something serious or something that might, upset someone. So, but anyways, I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and I just haven't done it. I don't know why, I just haven't done it. So I am going, now that it's the new year, I'm going to be having some new stuff on my channel. I'm going to I'll still have Whip It Wednesdays, because those are the videos that, like these last 2 weeks, it was Christmas and then New Year's. But believe it or not, I still had people messaging me, asking me if I was going to do the video. And when I said no, they were disappointed. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's the holidays. And those videos, those are my most time-consuming videos, because they take a long time to edit and get all the information and everything. And so I kind of took a break for the last 2 weeks since it was the holidays. But those will be back next Wednesday. And then once a month, I will continue to do the Finished Friday videos. It will be the second Friday of the month. So if you want me to feature one of your finished diamond paintings, then you can either put it in my Facebook group. I always start a link when I ask for those. And or you can Facebook message it to me, or you can email it to me at shinelikeadiamond2019@gmail.com. Those are the ways that you can get it to me, and I will feature your artwork. I just need to know the size, the price, and where you got it. And then if you want me to know anything else to, tell other people, like, I don't know, your drills really sucked that time, or nothing was wrong, it was absolutely perfect, or it was full of rivers, or whatever you want people to know about that painting, if it has a special meaning, or if you have a YouTube channel and you want me to use your YouTube channel name rather than your regular name, I am totally willing to do that as well, because that way it's fun when I show a piece that's either you're working on or it's finished, and people are interested in it. They can go back and like watch you unbox it, or watch you talk about it, or give, opinions on it and stuff. And so I think that's kind of a good resource, especially when something might have maybe not went according to plan perfectly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need the info because you don't want to waste your money on something, and I get that. I try to be really honest in my opinions about anything I use, because I would never lie and say something was good if it wasn't, because then I don't want one of my subscribers to go out and buy it and have it be, a crappy canvas or something, and then be like, well, she's a liar. You know what I'm saying? So like, anything that I review or anything is always my honest, complete opinion. Now, back to this video, because today is Thursday. I don't know how that piece, I put it there. Maybe I don't remember putting this one there. There's like a lonely one. I had to have, it was on there too perfect to be just a coincidence. Anyways, so on my Thursdays, Thoughts with Shine, they will be part of it's going to be a little bit like a whip and chat, because I'm just yakking, and y'all know, like, I go on and on and babble. but it'll have somewhat of a topic, and the beginning, at least, will be the topic that I, am going to talk about that week. So, we will go ahead and get started. One thing I just wanted to say, I know I'm kind of known for like my multi-placers. I'm going to make a video about that too because I've been asked to do so. But in this video, if you see me using just the singles, I have one reason for that, and that's one, I'm very much enjoying my square canvas right now because I have done so many rounds lately that I was just like, I needed to do a square. The other thing is, as much as I absolutely love Diamond Art Club, I don't know, when they changed locations, their warehouse, they changed some things about their company. And some of those things are causing them some issues. And for me, their drills are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love the shine, the sparkle. They're just beautiful. But this canvas has so much trash in the drills and so much trashy drills that, like, if I just used, I guarantee you I would have popping drills. And somebody warned me that this canvas, they had popping drills. And I was like, really? That's very unusual. I've never had a canvas have popping drills from Diamond Art Club. Nor have I even heard of one up until that point. I've heard of them having like gaps and stuff. But anyways, a lot of these drills have what people call a wart or a knob. And when you have a lot of those, you can get popping drills because they're not going to fit together as well. So on the blacks, they're the worst. And so I've been doing some single placing because then I am picking and choosing my drills, making sure that they are perfect. I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but you know what I'm saying. Good enough that I'm not going to have an issue. And so with the other colors, there's not near as much bad drills as there are in black. And that's kind of somewhat standard. The black ones seem to always be the worst ones, but I wish I had enough black extra from Diamond Art Club for this whole painting from like a different canvas, but I don't have enough. I mean, I have some, but not enough for the entire canvas. So I'm just kind of making do, and I think it'll be fine because like I said, I'm just choosing the ones that don't have those warts on them. But that's not my topic today. My topic today is, and one other thing really quick. These videos, most of them, I'm going to probably keep at under 30 minutes. I will still have a normal whip and chat, and that's why. So these videos won't be a long, drawn out, like, oh, here's my thoughts, and then also, here's an hour and a half of just me talking. That I'm not going to do that with this video. I'll still do a normal whip and chat. I know that's one of my most requested videos, is that to do more whip and chats. And so I am going to make that happen this year, you guys, for you. I promise I will make sure to get them out to you at least once a week. So, as well as I will have my live still Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I also am thinking about adding a second live during the day on Wednesday. So let me know, or Thursday, I'm not sure exactly on the date, but let me know if it's something you guys would like. I was just thinking, it'd be kind of fun to do in the middle of the day, or kind of, mid-morning live during the weekday. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested and want me to do. So these videos, like I said, they will be kept shorter. This one might be a little longer because I'm explaining things and going on and on about everything. So, which y'all know, that's just the way I am. But the topic I'm going to talk about today is New Year's resolutions. My thoughts on New Year's resolutions. Do I do New Year's resolutions? What are my New Year's resolutions? All those kind of things. Basically anything about New Year's. So our New Year's Eve, we always have our family And we've had friends over, and we just kind of play. It's low key, and we just play games and have fun. So this year, my mom came over, my dad came over, and because my sister has moved back from Germany with her family, they were able to come too, and it was a blast. Okay, sorry about that. My neighbor lady walked by, and my dog just started going nutso because she always brings him treats, and so he gets super excited when he sees her. Okay, so we always have family over, and my sister was here this year, so it was me, my mom and dad, my husband, my 2 kids, and then my sister's husband and her 4 kids. So there was 12 of us, and we always just play games. So we played this new game called Speak Out, and it's kids versus parents. Hilarious. It is so funny. You put this thing in your mouth and you try to say these sayings, and people have to guess. And the sayings are supposed to be like what a parent might say to a kid, and then the kids' sayings are what a kid might say to a parent. Some of these sayings, they made no sense, but it was so fun. And then that's about all we do. And like, none of us are big drinkers. My husband, he had some wine and stuff. My sister had some wine, and my dad had a beer, I think, or something. But none of us are drinkers, so it's not like a big, whole big thing where everybody's getting drunk and all that kind of stuff. I've never understood that, actually, because you go out and get totally wasted, and then the next day, the first day of the year, you're spending sick as a dog. Don't understand it, but whatever. I'm not going to judge. I don't like alcohol. It doesn't like me. I don't like the feeling. It gives me anxiety, so I have no reason to drink. There was also a bunch of fireworks this year, which was really cool because fireworks are illegal here, and so we don't usually have fireworks this time or on New Year's Eve that we can see, and sometimes we'll hear them, pop off here and there, but nothing like this. This was a whole show, and we just went outside, and it was only, I don't know, 5 blocks away or something, so we got to sit and watch those, which was fun. But New Year's resolutions is something that I am on the fence about with my thought process. I don't think that once a year, that you should wait, because I know some people will be like, oh, I'm going to do, I'm just going to finish this month out doing everything that I shouldn't do, but then on the 1st, I'll stop. Which is almost impossible to do and keep your word on that. It really is hard. So I don't like that. And I think that people, unfortunately, with New Year's resolutions, I have nothing against them. I make them, sort of. But I think that people set themselves up for failure with New Year's resolutions because they think just because it's the 1st of the year, it's a new year, they're starting fresh, they think that it's just because it's new, it'll be different. I'm going to be so much better, it'll be so much easier because it's going to be the 1st of the year and all this yada, yada, yada. It's not true. It's any other, it's not this big thing that you all of a sudden feel like, oh, I don't want a cheeseburger ever again because it's the 1st of the year. It's not, I don't know. And so, people will say things like, this year I'm going to lose all the weight that I said I'm going to, and I'm going to only eat healthy food. And that's obviously one of the most common New Year's resolutions is to lose weight. I am not a fan of that because I think, and I know, because when I used to have a gym membership to the Y, and I went every day, Monday through Friday. And I tell you what, when the 1st of the year came around, there was never any parking. It was a packed, absolutely packed gym. Fast forward to mid-February, half of those people are no longer there. Fast forward again to, let's say, March or April, most of them, maybe about 10%, are still there. Because it doesn't, when you do this outrageous goal for yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure because it's not going to be so as perfect as people try to make it to be. So I think that New Year's resolutions are good to have a goal, but I think you have to be forgiving with yourself. You have to give yourself some grace to mess up, to make mistakes, and not just because, let's say if your New Year's resolution is to not eat sugar. And 5 days in, you have a sugar cookie. So then what do they say usually? I already did it, so whatever, I'm just going to continue. When I think you need to just forgive now, don't get me wrong, I am not perfect in this area, like far from it. But I think if you mess up with your New Year's resolution, because you will, because you're human, give yourself some grace, give yourself some forgiveness. Move on from it and start over. Like, if you have a cheat meal, okay, fine, you did. But right after that cheat meal, start over. Don't wait until next year to start over. When I used to be, I've had some eating issues my whole life. And when I was really in like the thick of things, if I messed up on my diet, and it was a Wednesday, I would be like, screw it. I'm going to eat everything I want this week. I'll start over on Monday. And I did that all the time, until I realized that was not a healthy outlook. That was not the way to go about it. I should have said, nope, I'm just going to start over right now. Since then, I have really come to terms with my body, my size, my health. Like, I'll never be with that image of what I wanted to be when I was younger. I will never be that. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't need to be. I am happier now that I have finally gotten to that realization that I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. Now, does that mean I don't have any insecurities, or I don't have any man, I do wish I was thinner or whatever? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I am giving myself a lot more grace, a lot more forgiveness. It's just I'm just gotten to a place finally. And I think having my own kids and having a daughter really helped me get there, because I didn't want any of my eating disorder issues to go to her. I don't use the word fat in this house. I never say, do I look fat? Do I look big? Does this, I never say that word. I never talk about going on a diet. I never talk about I need to lose weight in front of her, because I don't want to put any of that in her head. She's going to hear that way too much as it is in society. I'm not going to do it at home. And because of that, it has helped myself not think that way so much anymore. But that is a rule that I have been super hard on. No, nobody gets to talk about being fat. Nobody gets to talk about needing to lose weight. If you want to, I don't mind, I need to get healthier. I need to eat better. I need to do more exercise. All of those things are healthy things to talk about. But when you're talking about image, that is not healthy, because it's just putting that idea in our head that our bodies aren't okay. And you know what I'm saying? I know I'm getting off topic here, but I just think that a New Year's resolution to lose weight is a extremely rough and unforgiving thing to do. I really do. I just don't like it, because I see too many people beat themselves up about it when it doesn't work. But I had, my New Year's resolution, which I don't even really call it that necessarily. To the kids, I say, well, this is something I want to work on this year. This year, I am going to work on me and my daughter's sleeping habits. Because they have gotten horribly out of control. Ever since my daughter had that seizure in the middle of the night due to a low blood sugar, I have not slept more than like 3 hours at a time. And a lot of nights, 3 hours is what I get in a day of sleep. My doctor gets on me, my husband gets on me, even my kids get on me and are worried about it. And so for them, I need to make a change, and for myself. So, and here's the thing. I also need to do it for my daughter because my daughter is homeschooled. She can do her stuff in the afternoon. It doesn't matter when she does it, as long as it's done. But so she's been starting to just stay up later and later and later and later and sleeping later and later and later and later. And it's just to the point where we're both almost up all night. And then she goes to sleep, I go to sleep, I get up within a couple hours and I'm awake. And then she sleeps all morning. And it is just not a healthy thing. And as I was telling my husband, I was like, I've got to do this because for me to do it to myself, I'm an adult. I'm a grown woman. If I do it to myself and I have issues because of it, that's on me. That's on me. I have to take ownership for that. But if I let my 10-year-old daughter stay up and have these same kind of issues that I have with sleeping, that's on me because she's 10 years old. She doesn't have the reasoning, the maturity, and all of that to think things through to the future. Like, she's a super, super mature kid. Like, she really is. I think that part of it, diabetes has really kind of forced her to grow up quickly. But she's still a child. And so if she's having issues from sleep and all that and from lack of or just bad sleeping habits, it's on me because I'm the one letting her do it. And so I have to take ownership for that. Now, on the flip side of that, yeah, she's 10. I've talked with her about it. Like, she's got to take some because, you have to take ownership for what you do. But she's still a child. If I'm letting it happen, and then it's on me. And so I really feel like it's my duty as a mother to not only get her sleeping schedule better, but mine. If I get mine better, it'll naturally make hers better. And so that is my main goal for this year. My other goal for this year is just getting better financially financial habits, making sure I stick to a budget, just being more cautious of everything I do with my money. We are currently trying to raise, I gotta get a drink. Hold on. Excuse me. We are currently trying to raise money to get my daughter another service dog. We had to, if you're new here, we had to put Maya, our service dog, down on December 5th due to liver failure. And since then, it has left such a hole in our hearts. A huge hole in our hearts because she was a family member. We absolutely loved her. She was the best dog. But the other thing that we lost was a medical part of our medical team to keep Maddie healthy and her blood sugar is good and stuff. Maya was wonderful at alerting me and her, and she saved her life twice at nighttime. And so we are raising money for that. I've had people, suggest, oh, well, go to the Humane Society or go to this, that, and the other thing, and it'll be free or barely anything. But that's not, I'm not okay, so our goal is $3,000. I am not taking $3,000 and going out with that money and buying a expensive puppy. That's not what that money is for. That money is for. Yes, it is. You do have an initial cost, even if you go through a shelter or the Humane Society. Their dogs, I believe, are like $180, and like the rescues we used to work with, they were $400. So it's not they're not free. I mean, could you get a free dog? Yeah, you could. We got Maya for free from a family, but that's not what that money is going towards. That money is going towards everything that dog will need. Because, I mean, the first year, you got all the shots, you got vet visits, you got, food, expensive puppy food, and then the training. Now, yes, I've done dog training. We trained Maya, but I cannot do everything. I do not know everything about dog training. There's a lot that I need help with as far as training this new dog for certain tasks. Now, will I be able to do all the scent training work? Yes. Can I train basic obedience? Yes. But things that, I mean, there's a lot of things I can do, but there's a lot of things that I would like help with. So, like one of the things that I would love to get help with is when we trained the dogs, we never trained them for a certain cue. They just kind of made one up and we started to recognize that. But I want to be more firm in like, okay, this is an alert. So that we are 100%, yep, they're alerting. It's not like was that an alert? I'm not sure. She went and smelt and licked you. Is that what? She just giving you kisses? Or, you know what I'm saying? I need it to be clear cut. And that I would, there's just a lot of things that we'll still need to, and when you do training, you need to do training around other dogs because you need your dog to be able to focus when other dogs are introduced. New dogs, puppies, old dogs, dogs that are reactive. Like, you need your dog to be able to do what they need to do with those people and those dogs around. And so that will be, a good chunk right there. Maya's vet bills at the end were extremely expensive, and it really was hard. It was really hard. And so that's the other piece of it where I want to have, $1,000 set aside for when and if she or he gets hurt or sick. I mean, they're dogs. It happens. It's pretty inevitable that you're going to end up having to take your dog to the vet for something. I mean, puppies get into things, they eat things, they, run around, they don't pay attention. And so, yeah, it's something I want to have set aside so that way when something comes about, it's not scrambling for trying to pay the vet bill. And so I'm trying to be very prepared for everything. And I'm not doing it until we are, because it's just something I just can't. Also, and my daughter knows this, even if, let's say, some very generous person said, here's $3,000, go get your dog, we wouldn't do it yet. One, I am not at a place yet where I can. I mean, I'm not emotionally ready yet. I'm still very much like grieving Maya, and I'm just not quite there. But the main reason is it is the middle of frickin' winter right now. You all know this. I live in the Northwest. We get snow, we get rain, we get wind, we get freezing temperatures, we get -4 temperatures. Like, it's crazy. We have hard winters sometimes. I live in an apartment. We have carpet. Our carpet is white. Well, it's not anymore. It was. I am not going to go and get a puppy. We have, and that's one thing we most likely will be getting a puppy this time. We didn't before. We got Lincoln when he was 5 months old, but we want to get a dog that's really young so that we can make sure that dog's personality is, they have their own personality, but that dog has all the things that it needs to be successful. And a lot of that takes place in the first 5 months of their life. And so that is something that we are doing this time, is getting a puppy, probably. Unless we find a dog at a rescue that has that personality that, me and my trainer can both say, yeah, this is going to be perfect, then we would do it. But most likely it's going to be a puppy, and puppies need to go potty while they're awake, every 20 minutes when they're little. And in the wintertime, I don't want to go outside every 20 minutes. And I guarantee you, my daughter wouldn't do it. Not in the winter. She'd be like, Mom, can you do it this time? It's cold, or I don't have shoes on, or whatever. But during the spring and summer where it's nice and warm and she can just walk out our patio door, take him to the grass, or her to the grass, they do their thing, and that's great. And so we are definitely waiting until at least the spring, till it gets, warmer. I would love to have a house by then. I don't know if that will happen, but we are kind of in the midst of thinking, looking, pondering kind of thing, because I really, really, really need the kids to have their own room. They're getting older. They're 10 and 13. Their room is huge. It's 16 feet by 16 feet. It's a huge room. And then my daughter has the walk-in closet that is 9 by 7 feet, and she has that as kind of her little hangout area, so that she has a place to get away from her antagonizing brother. So I know I am totally off topic, but as I was saying, financially, that is a goal of mine, is to pay attention to the budget and all that. And so we are raising money for Maya, not for Maya, excuse me, for a new service dog. And I want to do everything I possibly can to help that along. We've talked about selling bracelets, maybe selling t-shirts. The money I make in my store is going towards getting a new service dog. We have a GoFundMe set up. Maddie's walking a dog here in the complex, and she gets paid for that. And so there's all these little things that I'm trying to kind of put in place. If and when I ever get to a point where I can make, a little bit of money off of YouTube, I would consider putting some of that money towards, getting a dog. Of course, the majority of it would go right back into my channel, but, and I'm almost there. I know I'm in the 900s somewhere, so I'm getting there, you guys. I'm so excited too, because I never thought I would get, I was amazed and happy when I hit 50. So to almost be at 1,000 is blowing my mind. Anyways, so yeah, New Year's resolutions, I think that they're okay if you don't expect yourself to be perfect and to have, it takes 21 days to make a habit. So don't beat yourself up about something. Just let it go, move on, and, start over. That would be the advice I would give you. So yeah, my New Year's resolutions this year to work on sleeping habits for me and my daughter, and to stick more to a budget. And why am I telling you this? Well, one thing that actually really helps people with their goals is accountability. If you have somebody that keeps you accountable, it's much easier to stay on track. If you have nobody that keeps you accountable, it's pretty easy to just kind of let it go away and forget about it and not, you know what I'm saying? So, I have all of you 900 and something people now to help me stay accountable to what I have just said. So, that is my thoughts on New Year's resolutions. That's my New Year's resolutions for this year. I know I went completely off topic. I know I do that. I am so sorry. But that's just the way it is. I will try in the future as I do these videos more and more to stay more on the topic of the discussion of my thoughts. So, but my thoughts, my thoughts go all over the place. So you guys just got a like organic look of where my thoughts go and where they trail and like, because that's the way I am. I will literally, I do this all the time. I'll be thinking about something and I'll kind of have this dialogue going in my head. And then I'll go, yeah, I think it might be better if we do it tomorrow. And the kids will look at me like, what? Mom, you have to tell us what you're talking about, because I'll just think I'm talking out loud, but I'm really just talking to my head, and then I say things and have, nobody has any idea what I'm talking about. I know I'm not the only one that does that, right? Right? Come on, people. Confess. Make me feel like I'm not crazy, even though I am crazy. That's okay. Anyways. So it's Thursday today, the 2nd. I hope you're having a great one. Continue on getting those diamond paintings worked on. Cannot wait till next week to see what you guys are all working on. And with that, as always, don't forget, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So with that, keep on shining, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. One more thing. So in the description below is the link to Shine Shop Designs. Don't forget, for every $10 that you spend, you will have a entry into the Diamond Art Club raffle that I will be doing this Saturday, the 4th, at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time during my live. And also in the description will be that GoFundMe link if you are so inclined to want to help. That's great. Thank you so much. If not, I totally understand. If you can share that, that would be wonderful. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and that's it. I'm out for good this time. Bye.
Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already and would like to subscribe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and the bell icon to be notified when I put up a new video.